Hello, everyone.
Hey, Chris. Jen Marsh. How are you?
I am wonderful. How are you doing?
I'm awesome. I actually just got in the truck. We have like an ice storm here.
Yeah, that's no good.
Yeah, I got to take this little girl home, and I'm like, oh my goodness, it is slick. Yeah, no, it's not good.
So how has everything been rocking?
Rocking good. I'm getting ready to put a challenge out for my team. You can open the door, honey. Yeah. Which should coincide well with our mastermind night.
Awesome. How are you looking for platinum this month?
You know? Not this month, but by the end of next month, yes. This month to gold.
Gotcha.
Gold.
Perfect.
Next month. So I
enthusiastic.
have lots of excited people that have never actually been excited about anything before, which is really fun.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy, huh?
You know?
I'm so blown
it's
away
more
by
fun
all
to
the
have a
people
whole.
that are just fired up about what we're doing here. This really is special. It's amazing.
Well, you know, to make money and to be excited yourself is one thing, but to make money and be excited with other people is so much more phenomenal. You know?
Yeah.
So much more.
It's funny. I was talking to a friend of mine. I met him through network marketing at an event, and we talk periodically. And he's now doing life insurance. And he's like, "Man, you need to come do this with me. You'd kill it." And I'm like, "No." Like, not even a little bit do I get excited about talking about life insurance, right? And he's like, all he kept talking about, he was a red, and all he kept talking about was the money, the money, the money, the money. And I'm like, it really doesn't matter how much money I can make. What it really boils down to is how many people can I impact that they can go out and make money. Because he went in to tell me that, you know, it's all about what you can do and all that. And it just all boiled down to over and over and over about just making the money, not necessarily about building a big team of people that can go out there and win. And that's what inspires me, is a whole bunch of people winning.
Even people getting excited is fun.
Did everybody understand the new link? I just made a link so it's a lot easier, because apparently, unless my computer's wrong, it's only showing 5-6 people on here right now.
I didn't use the new link.
You have the old link?
I used the old link, and I just got a message that someone said Zoom is not working. From the group, which may be where the other link is. Do you want me to go put this one in there?
I use the new one.
Okay.
I use the website address.
Yep. The new Elevate to Happy?
Yep. That's
now
what I use.
People are piling in.
That's what I used to.
How are you, Tiffany? See, we have Tracy Lee on.
Good. How are you, Chris?
People messaging me. Apparently, people are having a problem. I don't understand.
I just resent it in all the groups with the link that was in the one that I got through on, because I couldn't get it.
It's the same code that we use every week. I did a redirect.
Keep it super simple.
There to be a good, practical, functional spot.
Which one of those drinks is yours?
That one?
This is yours?
Yeah. Says waiting on host. I don't know what link people are on. Because
See a lot more people hopping on now.
I guess I need to go post it in all the links. I have no idea what link people have.
I've already done it, Chris.
Thank you.
And Ricky's on top of it too, I can see.
There we go. People are starting to pile in. I wonder what link people had.
The wrong one.
Apparently.
Right?
There we go. Now people are starting to
Hold on, let me see if I can get my team over here.
Preston, write it down.
2 deer ran across.
Make sure you're muting when you enter.
I had it set up to where it's supposed to mute everybody, but it's automatically recording, and it's also not automatically muting people, which I don't understand. All right, let's see. People are starting to roll in. We're up to 50. I know that we normally have 120, 130 on the call. So I think people are starting to get it.
I give it a few more minutes, Chris, and we just sent that all out.
I normally post it on the Ellapreneur page, the Team Rise, but I was driving. So guys, this is the link that we can use every time. I set up a website so where we didn't have to figure out the numbers. Everybody can remember elevatethehappy.com.
30 fucking cents?
Chad.
All right. Steph found that funny.
I nearly choked on my second brew. Oh my God. I'm double dosing, so look out.
Uh-oh.
Mm.
Numbers are going up. Every week.
I'm giving myself a shout out. Kitty, Southern. Bye.
Who is that?
Oh my God. We got a circus on today.
It's fun. I will mute everyone when we get started. There's a typhoon. Is there a cyclone hitting? Is that over by you all?
I'm sorry. Oh,
Mute yourself, girl.
Mute yourself.
No.
Mute yourself.
Like when we say we have a zoo, I think we literally had that sounded like pigs. This is getting crazy around this place. All right. So let's get this bad boy started. I just posted it in the team page as well. Hopefully everybody got on. I wanted to set up a link so where every week I'm having a repost. And I don't know the other by heart, but I can remember elevatethehappy.com, right? So we can send that to everybody every single week when we have our Zooms and make sure that everyone has that. So when we're bringing on new people, part of the welcome calls, we want to make sure that we're letting all of our teammates know that we have Zooms twice a week. So, and our weekly training call. So, all right, I have everybody muted out. Hopefully, of course, as people are coming on board, they might not be muted. All right, do we have Massini on board. Know that they were doing some traveling. Dun, dun, dun. All right, guys, we'll be getting started here in 1 second. I'm going to get a little bit of assistance here. So who here is having some great success lately? Let's open up the call to one of the leaders that are making stuff happen, whether it be, let me see, oh man, I'm late this morning. Whether the welcome calls are working out for you, the exposures, just open up one of the leaders. Sean, Kim, do you guys want to jump on? Because I'm not seeing Massini as well.
I'm here. All
right, buddy.
Good, how are you?
Kind of share, because I know that, many of the leaders, look, I know that Robin and that whole group, from Melissa to Jen and that whole group, Shar, they're all doing welcome calls. They're being very effective at it. I know that you see the importance of it. I know that it's going on in Australia. I know that's Ian's doing them, Ricky's doing them, Gavin's doing them. I mean, we have so many people that are doing them, but some people aren't doing them. So let's talk a little bit about that, because y'all are going to hear, this is like, we're going to go over the mechanics every week, and then we'll go into certain skills every week at the same time. But the mechanics are the mechanics. So if you get on these calls every week and you're just expecting everything to be 100% new information every single week, when every single person in the group is doing the exact same thing, then we won't have to do it. But there's always new people coming on board. So we always have to re-edify the simplicity of the system. So Mike, share a little bit about what you're experiencing and maybe some insights on the people that might not be participating 100% on the passing the call or the welcome calls.
Thank you very much for the introduction, Chris. Yeah, so first of all, I'll touch base on what you said, because you're saying that, we're not going to be hearing anything new. Well, we don't really need to be hearing anything new because we haven't mastered the basics yet. And once you master the basics, that's actually the key to your business. If we just continue to do what we were doing and duplicating it, we would have an extremely successful business month after month, year after year. So guys, don't think I've heard the Zoom call before, I shouldn't be on it. If you're really invested in this, and this is, you're building You Inc. and you want to be a part of this company as well, being an entrepreneur, you want to be on all the calls. You want to be ingrained as much as possible. With that being said, the welcome calls are absolutely essential, but here's what I actually recommend. This is in no way, shape, or form. I'm actually going to propose this, and if everybody can kind of vote on it, let me know what you think. Why don't we have a group of people who are masters at welcome calls, and then send that list out? And I'm not saying it has to be 5 people. It could be 50 people. What I'm saying is a group of people that have a very high success rate with the welcome calls, with the 3-way calls, with the third-party validation calls, and that way people can call on them at any time. I mean, we're very busy, but that's what we want, right? We're trying to build our business into an empire, not into, this isn't our side gig. This is our main business, and we're dead serious about it. So I think maybe if we can come up with a list of people that you can call on, maybe a big list. I know people have their upline numbers, but people that they can use for third-party validation calls and welcome calls. One of the things that people should be doing on welcome calls is, and Cassandra wrote a big outline on that, but essentially going over it very, very quickly. I'm not sure if you guys did this before I jump on the call. I apologize. I was at an appointment. So we want to go over, get to know who they are and why they're excited about being a part of this journey. 2, going over their short-term goals. Usually people want to match their current income. So if they have a 9 to 5, a 7 to 7, whatever it is, their current job, usually people's goals are to match that income. If people don't know, you need to ask them. Chris, I learned this from him. If you did know, what would your answer be? So get them to commit to something and then attach a realistic timeline to it. Because remember, this is probably what people have been trying to do their whole lives aimlessly. Now we're giving them a direction, and we're going to attach action steps to it. And then usually it's their dream goals. But here's the thing, guys. What we want to do is give them at the end examples of what not to do. Make sure that you're explaining to them not to post that you're an independent distributor of Elevosity on your Facebook, posting pictures of the product. I mean, we're going to be so redundant. And guys, I'm going to just say this because it's on my mind. We are going to convention, right? We're going to convention as of March 2nd and 3rd. The number one thing that we don't want to see is people saying at the Elapro event, at the Elevosity event. Why? Because then that ruins the intrigue, right? We're not going to say, oh, wish I was at the Elevosity event, right? So just so you guys understand, we're trying to create intrigue, and there's nothing, not forward about not giving the name of the company. We all have understood, or at least are trying to understand, the attraction marketing. So guys, we want to create intrigue. We don't want to spill the beans. The other thing that we've been doing that's extremely effective, guys, you cannot be afraid of people not joining your business. So if you're going into the conversation like, I must get this person, I really want this person in my business, I don't think that's a good idea. You should go in with a complete blank slate, and you should qualify them to see if they're available or if they're ready, not available, to be in your business. And how you qualify them is, if someone doesn't have time to watch a 3-minute video, I don't want them in my business. If somebody can't make time, I don't want them in my business. Guys, this is a numbers game. So if I say, do you have a whole 3 minutes to watch this video and tell me what you like best about it? And people say, I'm not sure. That's not someone who I want to be in my business. That's someone who, even if they do join, I'm going to have to babysit them. And that's not what this is. This is supposed to be duplicatable. So I hope this is making sense, guys. But you got to understand, the welcome call is extremely important. That's step number 1. As often properly put on a third-party validation call, the questions are answered. That's reminding me again, guys, sorry for going on. On the third-party validation call, when somebody is explaining the business for you, basically they're being the expert for you, at the end of the call, the expert must say this: is there anything else you need to know before making your order? When the answer is no, you say, perfect. So-and-so who got you on the call will put your order through now. And then with that person on the phone, you put their order through. Guys, a lot of the follow-through is being missed. If this is making sense to everybody, I'm acting like I'm on a Facebook Live. I'm clearly not. Just say, okay. Sorry. Yeah, just say, great. Yeah, that's making sense. But that's exactly it, guys. There must be a call to action at the end. There must be that, okay, is there any other questions before you get started? Because you have to understand, you're talking right to the person, and now they're saying, okay, well, apparently I'm ready to join the business. If you don't say that, they go, well, okay, I'll think about it. When really, Chris is so redundant with this, and it's exactly right. There's nothing to think about. You already know that you need to improve your life, and you already know that you need to become healthier. You already know if you need to lose weight. So you're a 1. You already know you're going to buy the product and share it with other people, and you want it for free. You're a 2, and you already know if you want to do both of those and earn an income while doing it, you're a 3. So you're a 1, you're a 2, you're a 3. Whichever one you are, let's walk you through your order right now, and welcome to the team. And then immediately after that, schedule their welcome call with somebody. I like Chris, Ian, Ricky, Sean, Kim. I mean, you name it. There's so many people that can do that call. So anyway, guys, I'm not going to continue to go on, but I hope that makes sense. And yeah, that's it.
So guys, y'all hear the same thing. We talk about this over and over and over because the mechanics are so important. We have the Olympics going on right now, and my wife has it playing in the background pretty much nonstop. Whether we're watching or not, we're just kind of, it's just on. And it's so funny. I was watching one of the American, I forgot the lady's name now. That's how much I watch. But she was one of the downhill skiers, and she was doing all these different drills. One thing that I really thought was cool is she was sitting there visualizing everything. You could see her. She had earphones in, and she's sitting there, and she has her things, and you could just see her doing all the moves, like memorizing the course, visualizing her making those turns, visualizing all these things. I wanted to talk about that because, guys, you need to be visualizing where you want to go, visualizing what it looks like to succeed, visualizing winning. That's what she's doing. She's sitting there visualizing winning, visualizing getting the gold medal, visualizing exactly what the course is. Then she was also she had her eyes closed, and the lady's like pushing her from different areas just to kind of throw off balance, to have her, create her balance. Well, guys, practice is why we keep talking about this. She was practicing all these little tiny mundane things, and she got the gold, by the way. But she's doing all these things. I didn't see all the other people doing it. Maybe they were, and they were just basically showing us this one girl more than anybody else. But it was like all of these steps. It was a good half hour before she actually was in the race, and she was doing thing after thing, mechanic after mechanic, doing all these little tiny things that looked like she was crazy, right? Just like you reading your affirmation every day. You know, there's some people that might, if they heard you reading your affirmation out loud, I'm a leader that people are looking for. I'm a leader grower, whatever your affirmation is. If they're looking at you like they're crazy and their checkbook isn't bigger than yours, then who the hell cares what they think, right? The bottom line is that winners do things that losers don't. And winners visualize where they want to go. Winners are thinking about winning, visualizing winning, and practicing the little tiny disciplines. See, the key to this business, and you'll hear me say this over and over and over, is to get a large group of people to do a few simple things over a repeated period of time, over and over and over again. We talk about this because this is the most important thing. If you get this, if you get that it's not about the big deal, it's about all the little deals. It's all those little things. Let me turn off. We got some dogs barking. It's all the little things that people do on a daily basis to win that the people that aren't winning don't do. Ann Lowe, are you out there? I want to basically.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you mean? I didn't even see what you wrote. Now I'm going to have to mess with you. Because the reason why I said if their checkbook isn't bigger than yours is because I don't take advice from anybody more screwed up than I am. So the bottom line is if people are broke, I don't care what they think, but I will listen and follow what successful people do. So not to put you on the spot, but I wasn't talking about that. I just happened to see that at the same time I was calling you. So how did your welcome calls go this week? Because I know that you've done multiple calls. I just wanted to see.
Oh, they're amazing. They're amazing. If people that aren't using them are doing a huge disservice to their business, because there's two things. Number one, I think they need to happen within 24 to 48 hours. And my experience is the people that have had those are in action almost immediately. And they are powerful. They allow you to go back and look at what the person's goal is. If they have a tough day, you can kind of remind them. It just is a way. I would say that probably 90% of us in life period have never had those conversations. So to now be taking on a business so amazing with so much opportunity, and all of a sudden you have people asking you questions that you can get that there are some people that have never thought of it. And so we're giving them the ability to dream. We're giving them the ability to think about things they really want. And the reality of this kind of business, well, the reality of business period and actually life period is if you don't know where you are and where you want to go, you're just going to muddle around.
Yep. So I'm glad to hear that the calls have been going great. Thanks for your input. Mike, you had another thing you wanted to throw in there?
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I feel like I spoke for so long there, but when he started talking about the visualization, about the woman in the, was it a woman in the Olympics, Chris? Is that what you were saying? The woman was doing? Okay. So as a coach, what I used to do is I used to walk people through, it's called a PR, guys, when you're trying to break a personal record or a PB, personal best. And in Olympic lifting, when you get up to the bar, I coach to visualize you lifting successfully your best lift you've ever done 3 times. And then on the 4th time, remember that your mind does not know the difference between you visually doing it and actually doing it, right? Because it's mental first and then your body follows. And I swear to God, 95+% of the time, people hit a personal record if it's the first time I even coach them. I've walked up to people, and this is not me. It's not because it's my method. It's because they are manifesting. They are walking through the repetition in their mind, seeing themselves successfully do it. The problem, guys, is when we talk about our goals, our 20,000 a month, 100,000 a month, $1 million a month, people can't visualize themselves doing it. That's why, one, we're on the call. You know, Chris has trained us to say, how do you feel now that you're making $20,000 a month? What are you doing? Walk us through that. I mean, get specific with them, guys. Explain to them. I want you to close your eyes. I want you to really see yourself. You need to take this seriously. Now, let me say this. Guys, everything that, you know, Cassandra and I talked about before, you know, we moved in together and all things, everything that I've ever said that I wanted to do, you know, everybody knows that I'm an archer and that sort of thing, bow hunter. Everything that I said that I wanted to do, where we wanted to live, we thought about and I visualize every single day. Vivid. Sean and Kim know. They came to our house. They were here in Canada, and we do it so much. Sean and I are so visual, and it's going to be like this, and it's got this color to it, and it looks like this, and at this time, and we're so specific. Well, guess what? We're so specific that it's happening so much faster than we ever thought possible. So, guys, be very specific. Wake up every single day, and hey, maybe when we should do, Chris, a 5-minute morning visualization call, something like that. Every day, start your day off with something positive. Don't go to your phone and read those messages. Don't go on social media and do nothing important. Maybe you need to start your day visualizing, looking at pictures of your dream home, seeing your kids, looking at pictures of your family happy. Do that. Start your day with something positive, and I guarantee you guys, you're going to be not only seeing more positive, but you're going to see it in front of your face. So I'll leave it at that.
Absolutely. So guys, we are coming up into convention, right? And Sean, I'm going to be ready in a second. Sean McLean. We're coming into convention. And for those of you that want to win in a big, big way, this is one of the most important things that you could do is being there, because it's going to help you have the vision, be able to visualize by seeing other people that are being, recognized for something, whether they qualified for stock or whether they basically achieved a certain rank. People are going to be recognized, and you need to be seeing that, visualizing yourself on that stage, visualizing yourself doing the acceptance speech or whatever it might be, but visualizing that and experiencing that. I remember when I got started in the industry, you know, almost 20 years ago, I remember listening to the people on stage and said, one day I'll be on that stage. One day I won't be up in, we were in an arena, and I was like, one day we won't be up here, I'm going to be down there. Because I remember first visualizing all the leaders on the floor, right? And I was like, I'm going to be down there. And then once I got there, I'm sitting there visualizing, I'm going to be up there on the stage. And guys, it was because of that visualization and believing it, visualizing and seeing it is why it happened for me, is why I've been able to be recognized in front of thousands of people. You know, being in the top 1% of the company, by, you know, going out there and taking the action. But I saw it up here first before it manifested. So guys, you want to visualize, what is it that you want to get out of the event? What is it that you want to get out of the event? And some of you all have already kind of told yourself, well, you know, I'm not going to be able to make it to the event. Well, ask yourself a possibility question. If you were going to go to the event, what would you want to get out of it? What would you want to get out of the event if you were able to make it? And think about that. Visualize what you would want to get out of the event if you could go. And guys, with the things that we have in place, with the 12 customers gets $500, or even with the fast starts, you can, or the retail bonuses, you can literally qualify and get extra money to be at the event to make it happen. But if you start visualizing what it is that you want to get from it, then you will start to manifest the activities that are going to be congruent with getting you there. So guys, you want to say, you know, if you say, well, I can't go. Well, if you could go, what would you want to get out of the event? And start thinking about that. Visualize what you want out of that. Sean McLean, you out there, brother?
Yes, sir. What's up, brother?
How are you? So
We are
how are the
awesome.
welcome calls going for you, brother?
Through welcome calls they are the gold. I mean, they literally, I don't even want to say gold nugget, like they're bigger than nuggets. They are the glue between you and your team, and being able to get down and dig down into your team, find out why people are here. And yeah, I mean, I can't put enough emphasis on welcome calls. And if you're not doing them, you're major league missing out. Kim and I thought we were doing what we thought or envisioned was welcome calls when we spent a week with Mike and Cassandra. By the second night when I laid down in bed, I literally just looked at Kim and said, holy crap, we've been doing it wrong the whole time. I can't believe it. We changed that very next morning, and literally it changed everything. And to see other people doing the welcome calls down in the business, it's a whole nother ball game when you truly get to the reason why people are doing what they're doing. And I'm not talking about financial freedom or I want more time. I'm not talking about that stuff. We all want both of them. I'm talking about specifics, very detailed specifics. And when you do that, and somebody can share with you their heart, what's really in their heart, what really makes them tick, what they really cry about at night when they think about not being able to provide their family with this or that, and you can have that bonding moment together, then you can really get to the bottom of it and build together. So, but hey, real quick let me just throw this out here. We're talking about visualization. We're talking about positive influence, doing the right things in the morning. Don't jump on Facebook or social media first thing in the morning. Personally, I have to leave my phone shut off for about 2 hours. I can't touch it. And to get in what I need for me, because listen, guys, you're no different than a pitcher, like a pitcher you pour out of. Maybe you got a pitcher of tea or a kettle with some coffee in it, right? Like once you pour 12 cups out of that coffee kettle, there ain't no more coffee left. You can't pour no more. You got to stop and fill it back up. And if all you do every day is pour out, pour out, pour out, pour out, pour out, pour out, you eventually run out on the inside of you what you can continue to pour out into people. You have to stop and you have to input into yourself. So I'll just say this one thing and I'll get off this because we kind of hit it tonight real strong. But I want to speak to the opposite side of it for a moment, Chris, because maybe someone's not necessarily seeking out the positive things, or maybe they do an hour of putting input in positive in the morning, but the rest of their day is so overwhelming, it's so taxing, and they're subliminally absorbing negative energy all day long, and around, and their kids come home and their spouse comes home, and the phone's starting to light up because everybody's getting off their day job and they're trying to work this thing, and it's Zoom time and it's team training time, and they don't have the patience for it. And so what I just want to put a caution out. Listen, if you're playing, we all know that it's a scientific fact that if you play classical music for newborns while they're sleeping at night, it actually makes changes in their brain. I don't know if y'all knew that or not. Like the way their brain's wired, the way they learn is different than kids who were never exposed to that. It just is. The same thing happens when you listen to negative crap all day long. Listen, I live in Florida. We all know what happened this past week in Florida. I refuse to get in a gun debate with anybody in the world. It's doing nothing positively to fix that debate. It's not going to do it. It's not going to help my business. It's not going to help my children. It's not going to help my spouse for me to get angry over all this stuff that's going on. And if you're not careful, if you're just letting that TV run in the background, if you're letting that talk radio run in the background, if you're just consuming all this negativity day in and day out, it's not just that shooting. It's just everyday crap that you listen to that you don't think you're listening to it. Your subconscious is thinking about the computer you're typing on. I mean, your conscious is thinking about the computer you're typing on, but your subconscious is absorbing all of that, and it's just eating away. It's eroding your positivity. It's eroding your creative thinking, and it's eroding your spirit. So just be real careful with that, guys, and make sure that you are countering all of that with positivity all day long.
Yeah, awesome, Sean. So, guys, this is going to be a little graphic, and I want everybody to not get offended in any way, but would you let somebody come into your living room and just pee on your floor? And I know this is being a little graphic, but I'm asking you this, and I guarantee you that every one of you all would want to punch that person in the face if they walked into your living room and peed right on your freaking brand new carpet. You'd want to kill them. And that same person that would get just like livid if they did that in your car or did it in your living room, but that they'll sit and listen to somebody pee in their ear, pee negativity into their ear, and just peeing negative thoughts, and you're never going to do it, or you're this, or this is whatever, and blah, blah. Even when, guys, look, everything's not perfect in our company. We know that, right? We are in pre-launch. There's a lot of things that aren't perfect. But what I'm not going to do is sit there and focus on all the little things. Now, we are addressing the things, and we're talking to Robert about it. The leaders are giving information and feedback to Mark and Judy, as well as straight to Robert. And basically, they're listening to us, right? But things don't turn around like in one day, right? It takes a little bit of time to turn a ship and start to readjust the way that we're going. Guys, there was a huge order that came into that, like 3,000 bags of coffee. There's, they're catching up on everything. So all these things are right. But what you don't want to do is get into a whole conversation and just keep going on and on and on and on about how everything's not perfect. Because everything's not perfect. I mean, I can tell you that, right? Everything's not perfect. And when we think that everything is going great, there's still going to be people that don't think it's perfect. So you got to recognize that there's always going to be challenges. There's always going to be different things that you might not be happy about. But if you focus on negativity or you think about that all the time, you're never going to get where you want to go. And that's why it's so important for us to basically change, there's a scripture that talks about the renewing of your mind. I can't think of it, but it's so important for you to renew your mind all the time, to be renewing and having positive information in there. And it's like if you took a glass of water and you just put one drop of red dye in there, the whole glass of water turns red. And you have to put so much more clear water in there to get the red out. And that drop is like the negativity that we're letting into our brain. And every little drop, it takes so much more positive to wash out the negative, right? The other night, my wife and I, late, I think it was Saturday night, we're like, hey, we're going to watch a movie. We watched some movie, and we were like, we need to wash our brain after watching this movie. I mean, like, we literally had to go find something, whatever. It was just the weirdest freaking movie. I don't even know what the hell. But it sucked. But it wasn't that it was negative. It was just, I was like, I need to wash my brain. And we both said that. But it's so important. And Sean had made the comment about the media. Guys, this is the bottom line. The movies, the media, all of them want to keep you dumbed down so where they can control you. And I know that you're like, oh, well, no, it's just TV. Guys, just pay attention. Every single show that you turn on, they are basically conditioning our minds that the wealthy people are bad and that successful people are evil or crooked or whatever. And if you don't believe me, let's just go back. Anybody remember the movie Titanic? Remember when basically that whole movie went through and you had the poor little, whatever you want to call him, orphan kid or whatever the hell he was, right? Leonardo DiCaprio was poor, staying down with all the unwealthy people, and all the rich people upstairs were pompous jerks that you were like, you don't want to be like those people, right? They're making you think that these people suck, right? The whole time during the movie. And remember when he goes, hey, let me bring you downstairs and show you how the real people live. And they go downstairs and all the poor people are dancing. They're having a party. It's just like all fun stuff, right? Then you go watch Superman. You got Lex Luthor, the bad guy, right? You got poor orphan freaking Clark Kent who grew up on a farm and all this stuff, who's the good guy, but the bad guy is the multi-millionaire, billionaire guy, right? You know, let's take over the world. You know, same thing with Spider-Man, right? Raised by the uncle, basically, you know, I remember when the uncle goes, "We may not be rich, but at least we're happy." Who was the bad guy in Spider-Man? Remember? The billionaire guy, the bad guy? Guys, this stuff is dripping on you all the time. MASH. Anybody remember MASH? You got BJ Honeycutt and I think that's his name, and Hawkeye were like the fun party kind of guys, and Frank was rich, who was a pompous jerk. Then they had Winchester that replaced Frank, right? All the rich guys are the jerk, pompous idiots. And the thing is that we've been conditioned. Money is the root of all. I'm sure you're already thinking in your mind, evil, right? Money doesn't grow on. And you could say all these different things. Money doesn't make you happy. That's all a bunch of crap. This is the stuff that we're being conditioned over and over and over again. And then we wonder why we're not where we want to be. Because you cannot attract what your thoughts repel. If your thoughts repel, you know, that, and you don't want to be like those people, guess what you'll never do? You'll never work towards that. The reason why it's so easy to become wealthy is because nobody's trying. All you have to do is just do a little bit more to be extraordinary, right? It's extraordinary. It's not, see, the difference between the wealthy and the unsuccessful, or let's just call it the middle class, is just little tiny things, little disciplines, guys. That's why in this team, over and over and over, and by the way, this is the fastest growing team in the company, and it's because of the things that we're doing. It's because of the mindset that we're going over. It's because of the welcome calls that we're doing. It's because of the little things. It's the little tiny things that we're doing different that other teams aren't doing it, and that's why our team has been consistently 60% of the company's volume. So guys, we can do better. And how do we do better? We have to just keep working on ourselves. We have to keep pouring positivity into our mind. Make sure that we're only thinking and associating with people that have the same mindset. So where we can lift other people up to be in the same realm of where we're going and sell the vision to our team and let them know that there is a better way. Guys, we can think bigger, we can do more. We're going to have a bunch of people break down in the next few days. More systems are going to be coming out where we're going to be doing calls on people that are close to rank. We're going to be getting them on a call and basically doing rally calls to make sure that people are hitting their ranks and hitting all the different bonuses before we go into convention, guys. So this team is doing little tiny things that are just a little bit extra, which is why this team is winning over anybody else. Ricky Duran, you out there, brother? Went off on a tangent there.
Love it. Can you hear me, Chris?
Yes, sir.
I'm in my car just sneaking in real quick. Hey, guys. I just want to let you guys know about shipping. A lot of people go, well, I haven't got my product to get started. I took it upon myself to buy if to run directly, and I can send you some product. Of course, you got to pay me for it, but I'm going to give it to you guys at wholesale. So if you're waiting on your pack and you're ready to run, message me directly. We're going to get product in your hands immediately, and I'm willing to do this as long as we need to really kickstart your business as fast as possible, because a lot of people are saying, well, I'm not getting my product. Okay, so I just found a solution to the problem, and I'm willing to help anybody. So message me directly if you need some product in the next 2 days, and I'll get it to you. I'll be off from work for the next 3 days. So if I have to spend, my 3 days at the post office, that's what I'll do. I want to see all of you guys win in a big way. We're coming towards the end of the month, February. A lot of you guys have the opportunity to the 72,000 shares if you came in before January 7th, I believe. Guys, please reach out to your upline. Do not let this opportunity pass you by. yes, you can earn those shares, but it's going to take a little bit longer to get those shares, okay, through the compensation plan. So just know your leaders are here. We want to help you. Reach out to us. Whatever we can do to help you guys win, we want to make sure that you guys are winning.
Mariah.
Great, thank you.
Come on.
Take it over, Chris.
You're mute, Chris.
Thank you. I'm sitting here talking. That's a perfect example, guys. Leaders find a way. Leaders make stuff happen. Way to lead, Ricky. Ricky's just been so incredible to work with. I've learned so much from him through this whole process as well. So I couldn't have a better partner in this thing than Ricky Duran. Love you, buddy. Just totally blown away by all the things that this dude is constantly doing. Again, working 60 to 70 hours a week, and he's nonstop servant-driven leader, and that's why he's winning the way that he does. So great job, buddy. Vincent, are you out there, brother? Vincent? Saw you over here. Go. Hey, buddy. Love to throw people off. Share what's been going on, brother. What's been happening with the welcome calls? I know that you guys are doing a lot of incredible things. Mindset, welcome calls, you name it. Share a little bit of what's going on.
Well, things have been going great, man. You know, the team has 100% sold out to the thought process that y'all are teaching, which is the system that's in place, but also, you know, not one person trying to be Superman doing a lot, but everybody doing a little bit, and those little bits adding up, because little by little, a little becomes a lot. And it's cool to see things popping right now. You know, we're making our platinum run the first month in the business, which our first full month was January, and we fell shy from it a little bit, but like we're right on top of it this month. And I got my running buddy Gabby that's crushing like a mofo right now. And I mean, guys, it's just neat. We're just keeping it simple. What I'll tell y'all is this, you know, everything that Chris and Mike Massini and Ricky and all the other leaders on here are teaching, we're just hitting the belief button and just taking childlike faith and belief that what they're saying is going to pay out and pan out. And I'm telling y'all like a friend, we're watching it happen right before our eyes. I've been part of other companies before, and, you know, I put effort into those as well, but I didn't see the results that I'm seeing with this by a long shot. And so I just appreciate the leadership that's on here. And I'm telling all of y'all, you know, keep plugging into these things. Take everything that they're saying very, very, very seriously. When they're saying, you know, wake up in the morning and read your affirmations, put your phone down, and, you know, visualize yourself winning the same way that chick did that just won the gold medal. Do that. When they're saying we have a simple process, which is, you know, getting people started, we don't need to go over that system, but then once they're in, doing that welcoming call and getting them to be able to see their dreams and visualize, like, do that stuff. And I'll challenge anybody on here that if you'll just follow the system that they're teaching for 30 days, you are going to be blown away by the results that you're seeing. Because for Gavin and I, like, we're Mach 10 with our hair on fire right now, and we're not doing a dang thing other than everybody else is doing. And we're super excited about going into the convention, reaching the goals that we set that we are achieving right now before we go in. And we're pumped, guys. So, you know, that being said, appreciate the leadership. When guys like Ricky are stepping up, look, here's the other thing I'll say, right? You're all going to have challenges building your business. You're all going to hit speed bumps. You're all going to hit roadblocks. You're all going to hit detours. You're all going to hit, you know, just crap that comes along the way. And there's nothing you can do to avoid that. You know, the way that Chris says it is, if you have small problems, you have small victories. You have big victories. Y'all are going to have stuff that's happening on your, you might just have to kind of sort of think outside the box. Ricky recognizes that, you know, all right, shipping's taking a little bit longer, and that's kind of the crimp in the hourglass that is slowing stuff down. So either, you know, he can complain and get in touch with corporate and go, hey guys, fix it. 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 Or he stepped up like a freaking man and said, well, you know what? I'll fix it my damn self. I'll just put enough product on hand that if there's anybody that's on my team that wants to take action, that wants to run, that's ready to win, I'll freaking customer service if I need to. I'll get the product if I need to. I'll make sure the crimp in the hourglass is bigger versus smaller if I need to. And that's the reason that his team and Chris's team are growing like a freaking fertilized weed right now, because they're outside the box thinkers. And, you know, the way Chris says it is you're going to be a victim of your circumstances or you're going to be a victor over it. Yeah, but that's not fair. I shouldn't have to. You can say, yeah, but to whatever the crap you want to fill in the blank with. But if you say, want to know what? There's a challenge in front of me, and yeah, it's not fair, but I'm going to freaking knock that thing in the face and overcome it anyways. Those are the people that get the big victories in this deal. So in closing, Cliff Notes, hit the belief button that you can win. Everything that the leaders that are teaching you, just apply it for 30 days and try to prove them wrong. Do it with that mind. So I'm going to do everything they're teaching 30 days, and I'm going to prove them wrong. And then we're all going to give you a high five. That's on the back. That's wrong, but we applaud you for your victory. And whenever you hit challenges along the way, if you need to think outside the box, think outside the freaking box to create the win. Because if you do, you'll win, period. So go ahead, Chris.
Awesome. So guys, a couple more housekeeping things. At the event, guys, we basically set up a room block as a company that we were going to have a certain amount of rooms rented out. So please register your rooms as quickly as possible, because if not, the company has to pay like a big old fine if we don't fill up a certain amount of rooms. So with that being said, guys, try to get your rooms booked ASAP. I don't believe it takes any money off of your account until you get there, so you're good there. So with that, I want to bring on two more people and we're going to close out. I don't know if Steph's still on here. I saw her, but wanted to have her share because I know she's been doing a lot of welcome calls. Hey, Gavin, you out there, brother?
Yes, I'm
Real
here.
quick, what's been working, man?
Everything y'all have said. I mean, is there anything to add?
I'm just saying, like, what are you doing to keep, constant? Because I know we're constantly doing more and more Zooms, more and more welcome calls. What are you doing to just keep yourself busy to make sure you're in action?
Man, I'm just waking up every day, honestly, and doing exactly what you guys are teaching to a T and making sure that I am. Reaching out and making sure that all new people, I like that Ann said within 24 to 48 hours, you get them going fast. I mean, when somebody starts, their belief at that point is going to be, they're going to be as excited as they're ever going to be. So the importance of the welcome call and really anchoring in their emotion to why they're doing this is going to hold them accountable to their action every day. But just lots of three-way chats, lots of welcome calls, messaging people, getting samples out, utilizing Ricky and linking up new people with Ricky to get them product right away. That's something I've done today. And just plugging in, just always plugging into the team Zooms and really utilizing the Zooms in a big way. Like if we have a opportunity Zoom at 8 o'clock Central Time, like starting at 6 o'clock, I'm going to message everybody that I've talked to and say, hey, there's a Zoom, plug in, and just exposing somebody that one time can really lead to a lot of things. It could be your next biggest business partner. You just don't know. So just staying consistent, holding yourself accountable and following this system. That's it. Just every day, sometimes until 2 in the morning, sometimes starting at 6 in the morning. It just depends on what's thrown at you, right?
Yep. Awesome, brother. Great job. I had a quick question. I think I know who it was. Who set up the Elapanor 411? Was that John Canada? It was? John, are you out there?
Yes, it was.
Great job, buddy. Another lead by example. I know Shane's also doing the same thing that Ricky's doing with product in his group. He's always done that since the very beginning. Kudos to you. But I also want to say, John Canada, thanks for stepping up and creating that Elapreneur 411 for the team. I know Jenny Coleman and Amy Smith also put together like a welcome packet as well. That'll complement that as well. So again, leaders find a way, right? Leaders just start doing stuff. Again, great job, John, for doing that, because a lot of people on the team.
Thank you. I'm here. Sorry, I couldn't get my phone, my tablet unmuted. Thank you. You're welcome. Anybody can use it.
Yep.
Update whatever we need.
Well, we've been using it, so whether you gave us permission or not, we've been using it. I've been sending it out. It's a great job, buddy.
Oh, you're welcome.
But I just wanted to give you a shout out for that. Guys, we want to recognize people for what they do. And if we don't know that you did something, believe me, it's never on purpose that we won't recognize somebody. But I want to close it out with this, guys. Right now we have what? I don't know how many days left in the month, but we're getting to the end of the month. Look in your back office. Whoever is close to a rank, let one of the leaders know. We need to do a rally call with those people. I've been crazy busy and have not been able to go through all my back office and look at who's close to what. So as leaders, please go through your team, find out who's close to rank, and let us know so where we can do a rally call. What is a rally call? That's where we get the team together to buy into a bigger cause, to where we can go out there and work towards breaking out a goal. Last month we did this. We had multiple people that didn't look like they were going to hit rank, didn't look like they were going to hit platinum, but we did these rally calls. Their team came together for the bigger cause of creating the story for the team. Guys, remember, when we're running, this isn't just about the person that breaks rank. It's a team story. The more stories we can break, the more people you can attract into your business. Because, guys, whether you did one customer, one promoter, you are a part of creating that story. And these are the things that are the glue that are going to hold our team together as we come together and work to go out and break stories and work together as a team, because everyone wins through these processes. With that being said, guys, make sure you registered for the event. Make sure you get your room booked. And let us know who is going to be close to ranks where we can run some thank you, Joseph, for the scripture. I think that the scripture you were talking about, or I was talking about earlier with the renewing of your mind. I'm going to go look it up. But at any rate, thank you for that. So with that, you can see I have ADD. I'm all over the place. So make sure you get your room booked. Make sure that you are letting us know who is close to rank so we can get together and do a rally call for your team to close out this month. Best month ever. All right, guys, love you all. Appreciate you all. Thanks for all the input, for all the leaders that jumped up and shared tonight. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Everybody have a good one.
Body coach, you know,
Good,
like
everybody.
it just drives me nuts. Like even with people like with money,
Bye, guys.
simply marvelous money, like just unable to like